We're going live. I think we're live. And we got the pumpkins. Look at the one. Come on, this.
I got a lot of orange going on right now.
Dracula.
I don't know where. I feel like
Hello.
let's go.
Good afternoon. Good morning.
What's going on, guys?
Wherever you are.
Hello.
Rocking some fresh gear, ready for
Ooh.
Halloween time. Oh, what's this? What's this? A denim vest.
Moving with it.
Yeah. Chris looks like he's about to go hunting in Wisconsin right now. Sit out in the deer stand there, guy.
Trying to stay warm. I need longer sleeves, though, I think. Right?
Looking like a pumpkin down the road. It was the best. Living in Wisconsin, there's 10 days you can hunt with a rifle or a shotgun. And you're just driving on the road and all you see, it's usually all snow, but all you see are orange dots. Everywhere.
Everybody's out hunting.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, don't shoot my deer. That's my deer.
Oh, that happened. Oh, no, I got him first. I don't know how to prove it. I can't. That's why you get to him first, gut him, and get the hell out of there.
Oh, there you go. That's the way to do it.
What's up, guys? Jim and Chris, owners of Demons Behind Me, founders of Demons Behind Me, coming to you every Friday. We're with you twice this week.
Yeah, you guys have been blessed.
Lucky you.
With two of us.
Lucky you.
Two stories in 1 week. Whoa.
Yeah. Decorating our new spot.
Yeah, we got our sign up finally in the new little area. So we're each week we're gonna try to add a little bit more, bring some of the other stuff down from the old stuff in the other area.
Yeah.
We survived Melton. He got his stapler and he left, so that's what we wanted.
Yeah, we are good here. Some other people not so much. Prayers for those who, definitely had some flooding and some devastation. West Coast got the worst of it. Jacksonville, fortunately, I didn't see anything. The shop was open. We never lost power. We stayed open yesterday and kept rocking out orders. So big thank you to our team that, that didn't have the day off like a lot of businesses did. The orders don't stop. So if it's safe to be here, we're going to be here. We're going to keep cranking orders out.
Yeah. Team came in. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
We were all here. We were all pushing to get these orders out. Like Jim said, luckily Jacksonville survived. Kind of minor scathe compared to some of the other areas here in Florida. So our prayers and hearts go out to you guys to help, hopefully get rebuilt, get things back to normal. We're also going to look and see what we can do possibly to help out with some of that as well, to maybe doing a donation to the American Red Cross or something in those lines. Through the Demons Behind Me Foundation. That's one of the reasons why we created the foundation. That way we can help whenever things like this come about, try to help out, make sure the money gets in the right hands, the right people to help people that are in need right now. So that's some of the stuff we got going on as right now.
Yeah, it's Friday. We're going to share a story that somebody shared with us at demonsbehindme.com. Under the resources, stories tab, it's share your story, help someone. This is their Demons Behind Me story. It's what Demons Behind Me means to them. It could be a story about how they overcame a hardship in their life. There's somebody going through something similar. They don't know how they're going to make it through. This story is going to give them one way. This is going to bring them some hope. We try to do that at least once a week. We're going to answer any questions, address any comments you guys have in the comment section. So hit us up there. Fueled by our friends at Celsius.
Yeah, I think Celsius.
We are every Friday.
Yeah, it gets us going. Midday, we can start going through those midday slumps, starting to get a little tired.
Yeah.
Grab a Celsius. They're one of the better ones out on the market when it comes to an energy drink. We prefer these. This is what we keep here at the shop, and we appreciate Celsius helping give us a little sponsorship.
People helping people.
That's it, man. And then the other thing is, as always, brought to you also by Knock Embroidery. If you're anywhere near Jacksonville or anywhere really. If you need any type of embroidery done, look us up, knockembroidery.com. One thing that makes us unique on our embroidery side is that we can embroider one item, or we can embroider 100, 300, 400, 500 items. Whatever your need is. So hit us up and see what we got. I got some cool embroidery themes coming out soon. Gonna relaunch some new Christmas hats in the near future. Santa hats. Santa's coming. He's gonna drop them off. He uses Amazon to deliver sometimes. So we're gonna do some Santa hats again this year. So if you got any business that needs some Santa hats for your employees or customers or something like that, hit us up. We got access to them, so we're gonna get a bunch of them in stock and something new. Also, something new we just came out with is the bright yellow orange beanie I got on my head.
That's a blaze orange.
That
will suffice.
So the idea behind this was it's getting the hunting season's here, so this is a good little hunting cap. If you're out in the woods. And then also it's a good beanie for if you're on a bike. Gives you a little color on your head, where you can be seen. So kind of a cool beanie. We've never done an orange one like this before. So we put of course our logo on the front of it, as always.
Inverted.
A little inverted gray and black, and then on the back of it just has the demons behind me. So these are up for sale now as well. And then as you can see over here, Denim Dan is rocking a prototype denim vest that we may be going to for here in the near future. One thing that we've noticed when we do these rock festivals and we work with the DWP crew, a lot of guys come in with these type of vests on, and what they do is they actually buy patches from every festival. They go through the year and they create a vest. For every year or every couple of years, and they put the patches all through them. And one thing that nobody really offers at these festivals is this type of jacket. So I think this is going to be something we're going to introduce hopefully in the near future. But it's also a cool jacket just to have to help keep you warm. It's nice. It's a nice denim jacket. It's heavy duty, nice and heavy.
Definitely heavy duty, very high quality. If this is something you have any interest in, if you like the denim vests, let us know in the comments. That stuff's important. If you're like, man, that stuff's terrible, let us know in the comments. That'll be helpful too.
That's it.
So got the denim vest prototype on. I'm rocking it right now. Breaking it in a little bit. All of our Halloween stuff is flying. So get your gear. I'm rocking one of our Halloween t-shirts. So hide these messages. Jamie, what's up? I like it too.
Jim's got the new Jack-O-Lantern shirt on. We just started getting these things printed up and sent out yesterday. So if you had a pre-order that was done, it should have went out. It's going out today in the mail. It didn't go out yesterday in the mail.
It's going.
So they're all out. They're already printed, and we're knocking them out as they come in. Got some other cool stuff in the works as always, as we told you guys in the past. Hoodies, sweatsuits, maybe in the near future. Got some cool things lined up, so we're excited.
Got to keep you cozy.
That's it.
We're going to dive into a story. Again, if you guys have any questions as you're tuning in, shoot them in the comments. If you don't hit us on our live and you watch us after the fact, you ever have any questions or recommendations or suggestions or comments or feedback, always hit us up, customer service at demonsbehindme.com. You can call us here at the shop as well. Our phone number is on our website. It's on our Facebook page. So when people say they can't get a hold of us, I find that interesting because the number is out there everywhere. Give us a call. Let us know. If your order's been missing for 30 days, let us know. If it's been missing for a year, let us know. Let's make sure one that you order through us and not through a fraudulent website. There are still those sites out there. Again, we appreciate everybody that's been standing up for us and reporting those imposter pages, driving people to ridiculous websites. But if you ever need anything, we are here nearly 24/7 when it comes to email and messages.
Yeah, the imposter sites are, it's sad that there's people out there taking advantage of people like that, but us as an organization,
Why are we here? Why are we not in focus?
yeah, right.
What flew in front of the thing?
Yes, that remote.
No.
Let's see if we can focus it up there a little bit.
Interesting.
No, I just zoomed in and it kind of went away. Maybe it's a ghost. Oh, found it.
That's better.
Like Jim was saying, the imposter sites, it's sad that we have people out there that are taking advantage of people, but do your diligence. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. So just keep that in mind. That's the best way to kind of look at that.
Yeah. I'm going to dive into a story. Chris is going to share a story today by Justin. Justin shared his Demons Behind Me story with us at demonsbehindme.com under the resources tab. Share your story, help someone. This is his Demons Behind Me story, because Demons Behind Me can mean many different things to many different people. And there's somebody going through something similar. Justin's story is going to help somebody out there that does not know how they're going to make it through. This is going to bring them some hope. So we'll dive into that, and then, of course, decipher it a little bit and go from there.
Yeah, so Justin, like Jim said, thank you for sharing your story. This is a newer story. Well, actually, I didn't have to search that hard. It was actually at the top of the list, but it caught my attention. So I kind of want to go over this. I'll read Justin's story, and like Jim said, we'll kind of go over it a little bit and go from there. So Justin starts out, my demons are things that I don't speak of. They've been pushed down in a box so I can move forward with my life without pain or fear of the cards that I was dealt. Recently, they seem to break out of that box and ransack my brain. Life on this planet didn't come easy. Memories of mental, sexual, physical abuse, being abandoned, neglected, and disregarded at a very young age altogether made me feel as if I didn't matter to anyone. Having these things happen while being surrounded by family who would tell me that God loved me made me feel even worse. How could God allow so many awful things happen to an innocent child? I always ask, what did or could I have possibly done to deserve this life? Why me? As I got older, I decided that I wouldn't let anyone hurt me ever again. I would be the one who leaves before anyone could leave me. This led to even more problems because I would go on turn hurting people. So basically saying that he would hurt people first. As bad as I was hurt in the past, but as bad as I was hurt in the past, but hurt nevertheless. Love, God, acceptance are all things that I've struggled with. Drug and alcohol abuse are also things that I have fought with at a young age. After years of these demons being kept inside that box, I realized something. They weren't in the box. They weren't in the box. I was. I built these walls to shield myself from them. Then I put a lid on those walls so they couldn't get in. By doing that, I learned that with shutting these demons out, I also shut out the opportunity to live, love, and be happy. So one day I took off the roof, knocked down the walls, and opened myself up to those things that plagued me for so long. I told myself that those demons wouldn't get in the way of me living a happy life anymore. I told myself that I do deserve love. I do deserve to be seen, heard, and understood. Despite how my life started here on this earth, I refuse to allow it to be the way I would live my life. Mind over matter, mentally, emotionally, spiritually strong. My message to others is this. Life isn't easy, we all know that, but with that, pain comes strength. The only time in our lives that is pointless are the times that we learn nothing from. Don't put yourself or any demons in a box, because those boxes will eventually break down. Accept where you've been, accept who you are, and understand that no matter what anyone else says, you all deserve love. After all, if we all were ever heard so badly, if all we ever heard was bad news, we would never be miserable. But Justin's story is kind of a little bit all over the place, but the one thing I liked about it when I first started reading it was, him talking about the putting his demons in a box, and that's what a lot of people over the years of Jim and I doing this and reading stories and talking to people. It's one thing I've noticed that a lot of us do. We put up these walls around us and try to safeguard ourselves, and basically, we don't allow people in, we don't allow certain situations to get close to us. And when we do that, we're actually creating probably more of an issue in the long run, because there's a lot of opportunity there if you do let them put down those walls. You may be missing out on a really good friendship. You may be missing out on someone that really loves you, a partner. You put up these walls. You always have these rebuttals to everything that is said to you. You always got to get the last word in, that kind of thing. So one of the reasons why I picked this story is because I know I've dealt with stuff like that before, especially when it comes to certain relationships and stuff like that. I'm the type of person that once I get hurt, I try to make sure that didn't happen to me again, and that's kind of what I feel like Justin's story was also. But the one thing I've learned over the years is you can't allow past situations to push what's going to happen to you next. Every situation is different, and even though could be similarities to those situations, they don't always end the same. So thank you, Justin, for sharing your story and kind of bringing that to our attention. That in order for us to allow and to have a happier life and and be able to move forward, we do have to get over our past, but we also have to be able and willing to let other people in to help us grow and learn and heal as we get older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Justin. If we don't process or handle things, they don't go away. So I think that's kind of what Justin's talking about. He put things in a box and put himself into a box. He put up walls and barriers to protect himself, and he chose not to address those things or let those things out until whatever the case was, where all of a sudden he realized, like, hey, the stuff that I'm packing away, I need to pull it out. I need to go through it. I need to process it. I need to understand it. And he has those questions, which so many people have, and terrible things are happening to him. And somebody that he looks up to, maybe a parent, a relative, a mentor, whomever, terrible things are happening, but this mentor, this parent, this person that he looks up to is just telling him, well, God loves you. But in his mind, or in a lot of people's minds, it's like, well, how does God love me if this bad stuff is happening to me? You got to ask that question. That should be the next question you ask. Okay, Chris, well, if God loves me, why is this happening to me? Instead, Justin just tried to figure it out on his own. And that's a tough question to answer, especially if you don't have a relationship with God and really don't know much about who God is. So you got to ask those questions. You don't have to handle those things on your own. And that's really my point that I'm driving home is, if those questions come up and you say, well, how can somebody love me if this is what they're doing to me? Ask the question, because the question is in your mind. You need to gain some insight on that. You can't try to figure that stuff out on your own. And there's people that can help you with that. And there's, depending on their religious background or their relationship with God, that one person's answer might be different than the other. But at least you can start to hear some answers, and you start to develop or learn the truth, or develop your own truth to it. So again, Justin, thank you so much for sharing that. Really glad to hear that you were able to knock those walls down and kind of come out of that box that you put yourself in. And I'm curious as to how you were able to do that. So maybe we can have a follow-up if you're watching this, if you hear that at all. I would like to know what you did in order to do that. What tools did you have in place? So
yeah, most definitely. So after reading Justin's story, it actually reminded me of a quote that I saved in my phone, and I actually printed it out also. That I wanted to share. So it says here, maybe it's not working out because God is working out something better. Sometimes it takes your breakdown to create your breakthrough. sometimes our greatest blessings come from our biggest disappointments. This is one of my favorite ones that I've had saved in my phone. It's been in my phone for a couple of years because I do believe that, sometimes you go through these tough patches to teach you. And it's not a punishment that's being brought on you. Sometimes it's just to learn a lesson and to be able to move forward in a different direction. One thing that I've had to, kind of relay to some family members and stuff over the last year and so is that, you're not being punished for what's going on. Sometimes it's just the way it is, sometimes some things are put in front of us, and it is a blessing in the beginning, but it was just meant to give you that little bit of love in your heart that you needed for that little bit of time to open you up. But then it has to be taken away because it's just not meant to be there for that long period of time, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Strange things happen. We don't know what the will is and what the universe holds for us. Yeah. But sometimes our greatest blessings come from our biggest disappointments, and that's it's a true story. I mean, you go down these really dark rabbit holes sometimes, when things aren't going your way. But then as the light starts coming back through the clouds, you go a week, you go 2 weeks, you go a month, you go 6 months, you go a year, and then you look back at that disappointment and how much it hurt, you start to realize, man, this really was the best thing for me. It took me down a totally different path. It took me down this different way that I probably may have never went if I would have kept trying to force that issue and kept holding on to it versus letting it go. Mm-hmm. So it's just one, like I said, I love this quote. It's one of those things that sticks with me, and it's important to remember that, seasons, there's always different seasons of change, and you just got to be willing to accept them. And sometimes you got to let go of certain things in order for blessings and change to start coming the way you want it to come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's an awesome quote. I like that, and we can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. And I think that's a big point as well. If you have that question of, if God exists, how can all these terrible things happen to me? Well, one of the best things about God is that He created man with free will. He didn't create a utopian world where everybody was good and everything is great and grand. He would love for that to be the case, but we get to choose what we do day in and day out, and so does every other person on this earth. And unfortunately, there are other people on this earth that don't choose to do good, and good people will take the brunt of it. If God intervened, we would no longer have free will. And that is what we want. We want free will. We don't want a destiny of this is every step, and God already knows every single step, and He does know that. But we don't want that predetermined. We get to choose how we act every single day. We get to choose how we respond to disappointments. We have that choice. But along with that is when people choose to do bad things, sometimes innocent people take the brunt of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Justin, like I said, I know, right? I know. Justin's story kind of got to me there a little bit. I'm a big believer in what you just said as well. Free will is. I've had to teach myself that that we all have free will, and there's people out there that are going to take advantage of you. There's going to be people out there that are going to do bad things to you.
There is evil in the world.
There's people that just don't have a conscience even. They're just walking around mindlessly and don't care about anything or anyone other than themselves. And those people are the people that unfortunately sounds like maybe Justin had interactions with as a younger person. But Justin, I feel like he's learned by putting those walls down that that he did nothing wrong, and that it's time to live his life the way he wants to live it and be happy. You can't live in the past and hate those around you. The best thing they say, the best thing for you whenever somebody's done something wrong to you is to forgive them. You don't have to forgive them and let them back in your life. You don't have to forgive them and let them have anything to do with you when it comes to physical or speaking with them or anything. But if you can just forgive them in your own way, in your mind, then it will let go of a lot of hate and anger, and it'll make your life a lot better. Because one thing I remember being told a long time ago was, anybody that keeps lingering in your head that you hate and they're mad at, you're still giving them power over you. And they may not even know they still have a power over you. They've moved on and ruined somebody else's life already. But the fact that you're thinking of it and it still eats you alive or still bothers you, you're still giving that person power over you, and it makes it to where it's harder for you to be able to move on and be happy. So the sooner you can forgive them in your own way, the sooner you'll be happier and be able to move forward.
Yeah. Awesome. Great stuff. Justin, again, thank you for sharing your story. Justin shared his story with us at demonsbehindme.com under the Resources Stories tab. Share your story. Help someone. If you have a story to share, go there, share it. We read every story. We put every story up on our blog, so if you want to go ahead and read those. And then we pick one a week, and then we're going to send Justin a $25 gift card to demonsbehindme.com. This is a thank you for giving us the opportunity to share it here. And if you don't get to watch here, you can always go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/demonsbehindme, where we have all of our stories from the past and a lot of other cool stuff and some interactive videos where we're speaking with people that are sharing their stories. So doing what we can. We got to continue to keep the communication up. Get your fresh gear. Shirts are up. We're shipping now. These are our kind of horror, old school movie poster inspired shirts. The past is dead. Don't forget that. You can match it up nicely. And that orange shirt looks nice. Blaze orange beanie. Hunt, ride, orange for Halloween, whatever you want.
That's it. That's it.
Check that stuff out. And then give us some feedback on the denim jacket or the denim vest. Something that we should rock or not. Let us know.
There's a new hat online too called Splatter Hat. Left one in the shop, should have brought it out, but check it out.
Yeah.
It's something cool. We introduced it to Louder in Life. Sold out of them, so it's definitely a cool concept hat.
Yeah.
Something different. If it's something you're interested in, just go there and type in the word splat.
Yeah, splatter. I changed it to splatter.
Oh, splatter. Sounds a little nicer. Splat. Splat reminds me of like if something hits the ground.
People must be busy today. We just don't have the viewers today. I don't know. No, maybe the people will check it out later. So it's always going to be up on
some people got a long weekend.
Feed. Yeah, it's going to be
Columbus Day, Monday.
Yeah, it is Columbus Day or
It's one of those.
Indigenous People Day.
It's one of those bank holidays. I used to get all those things off.
We'll be working.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Friday. Again, never thank anybody enough for the support that you all have given us. We're not here. We're here because of you, and we appreciate you all. Yesterday's behind you guys. Moving forward today.
Rock on.